Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic gonna be very interesting because I'm gonna share about online UG admission process 2020. As we all know that the entire world is under lockdown and even the colleges, but I feel learning is not. And very soon the admission process will begin in different colleges. And I'm making this video for those students who are trying to apply UG admission in different colleges. And I hope this video gonna be helpful for those students. As you have already seen the topic, that is online UG admission process 2020. So today I'm gonna explain in brief. But in order to understand the admission process, you need to understand few terminologies. The first and foremost thing that you need to understand what is CBCS. CBCS, which means choice-based credit system, is a kind of new system introduced in 2018 by the University of North Bengal. This CBCS is a cafeteria approach in which the students can choose courses of their own choice, which means it allows the student to study as per their interest. That means student has the choice as per their interest of subject. They can choose the subject. As the term itself, the CBCS is cafeteria approach. And in order to understand this CBCS system, there are a few things that you need to understand, that is we call the keywords. The first and foremost keywords is called the credits. So what is credit then? Credits is a numerical value, which means the number of instructional hours per week assigned to a particular subjects. Course, it is a 3 years of course of study which is divided into 6 semesters. Number 3 that you need to understand is semester. So semester is a period of 6 months which normally divides from July to December, and next is January to June of each academic session. But this year, due to pandemic, this semester has been extended. Maybe we may start from August or September, but normally the semesters always starts from July to December and January to June. Likewise, we call the academic session. What is academic session then? Academic session is 1 calendar year, which means this year July to next year June, where 2 consecutive, 1 odd semester and 1 even semester constitute 1 academic semester, which means the whole 1 year is divided into 2. That is first semester, which begins from July to December, and the second semester, which obviously starts on January and ends on June. This is how the CBCS system normally works. The next, you need to understand the courses structure. That means at the time of admissions, you may encounter the terminology called honors program course. So what is this honors? Honors means the specific course, or we call the honors course itself, where you will find BA honors, BSc honors, BCom honors, BBA honors, and BCA honors. Likewise, we have the program course. Previously, this program course was known as general course. Now, this general course, the retermed in context of, or we call the reterminations of the program course as BA, BSc, and BCom. So we will not call a general course 2018 onwards. It is known as program course, that is BA, BSc, and BCom. But what you need to understand in this context course structure is both honors program and program course, both courses are designed for 6 semester. That means both the courses will be having 6 semester courses. So next, I want you to draw your attention, which is a very important one, that is called the eligibility for admissions and the percentage of marks. That means in order to get the admission in honors program, what would be the criteria, what will be your marks, and how to calculate the marks, that I'm gonna explain. As you have seen in the slide, number 1 is honors program. So what honors program? Then who can take this honors then? The student shall be allowed to take admission in any honors program if he/she has passed in at least 4 subjects. See, you need to pass in at least 4 subjects, but excluding EVS, SUPW, but including or inclusive of English as a compulsory subjects. So let's talk about first honors one. So in order to get the honors subject, you need to pass in core subjects of 4. That means at least you have to pass in 4 subjects, but excluding EVS and SUPW. So generally, as a candidate, if you are applying for or you are opting for honors, what you need to keep in mind is that the first and foremost thing, you need to have at least 55 marks in the aggregate. So how do you calculate 55? So in order to calculate 55, you need to have 4 core subjects. You cannot add EVS. So this is what you need to, this is how you need to calculate in order to get the honors. That means in order to get honors subject, 55 is a minimum criteria. But in aggregate, if you don't have 50, we can consider 50 as an aggregate, but you need to have 60% marks in a particular subject. Let's say if you are taking computer science honors, you need to have 55% as aggregate. If you have 55% as aggregate, you can definitely get the science subject or computer science subject. Or let's say, or another example, let's say if you have if you want to opt for mathematics honors, overall taking 4 subjects, you need to have 55% as aggregate. But let's say if you don't have aggregate of 55, then what is the second option? You can have aggregate of 50, but you need to have 60% in mathematics. Then only you can apply. However, the admission shall be totally on merit basis. So depending upon the merit, your admission will be taken into consideration, and as well as the availability of seats. And this is how the honors programs admissions takes place. So similar way, the program course, any student can take an admission with the same norms. That is, you need to at least have at least 4 subjects passed, excluding EVS, but with the compulsory of having language, that is one of the languages English. Also in program, those who have taken the vocational, they can opt for program course. But let me remind you one fact: those who are opting for honors but having the background vocational, you cannot take admission in honors program. So in order to take honors, you have to be other than the vocational stream. So vocational student can only opt for program course. So these are the certain criteria that you need to understand between the honors program and program course. But yes, both the courses have the reservation under ST, SC, OBC, differently abled candidate, but as per the government norms or the rules. But if you are a differently abled person and want to get admission in any colleges, please note this down. You must have at least 40% disability will be considered for the prior admission in the college. And also you need to have the disability certificates. So this is all about admissions, the eligibility for admission and the percentage of marks. Let me draw your attention towards outline of choice-based credit system. Let's try to understand the basic terminology that is being used under CBCS system. The first one we call TSE. Let me remind you, in different college website, whenever you fill up the form, instead of writing in full, they may write in short form. Instead of they will write discipline specific core course, they may write DSE. So what is DSC then? DSC is a compulsory subject that a candidate or the student should have. So that means DSC, discipline specific course, is a core course, or in short we call the CC. Likewise, we have elective course. Elective course can be chosen from a pool of courses, and which may be very specific or specialized or advanced or supportive to the discipline subject of study, or which provide an extended scope and which enables to a person to have a proficiency skill on that particular subject. That's what we call the elective courses. Under these elective courses, there are two subdivisions you will encounter. Number one, we can say DSE, discipline specific elective. An elective course offers under the main discipline of subject. That means apart from a core course, similar nature of subject will be provided to you. Likewise, we have a generic elective. So this generic elective, an elective course chosen from an unrelated discipline or a subject other than your main course. You can choose a subject. Maybe you want to get exposure other than your subject or other than your main subject. In that particular situation, you can choose a generic electives. So the generic electives have, if you have a generic elective, you are getting the exposure other than your main subjects. Likewise, we have AEC, which call ability enhancement courses. Under this ability enhancement courses, you will encounter with AECC, which we call ability enhancement compulsory course, and we call SEC, which is also known as skill enhancement course. Ability enhancement compulsory course also has two subcategory, or we can say AECC1 and AECC2. Under AECC1, whenever you fill up the form, please try to select environmental study, and under AEC22, try to select MIL or English, which call Major Indian Language. As per your interest or as per your the mark sheet, you can choose AECC2. That means if you are comfortable with English, choose English. If you are comfortable with Nepali, choose Nepali. If you are comfortable with Hindi, choose Hindi. Or if you are comfortable with Bengali, choose Bengali. Likewise, but always try to check what college has offered you. So during this bucket, or the choice can be made what the bucket has been offered by the different colleges. And lastly, SEC, which means skill enhancement courses. These courses may be chosen from the pool of courses designed to provide a value-based or skill-based knowledge to the student, or with this they might give you the hands-on skills, or this we call skill development courses. So again, these skill development courses may varies from college to college, because as per their availability, the AEC or SEC has been provided to you all. So this is how the outline of CBCS system you will encounter. So please let me remind you, sometime they will not write discipline specific core course. They will write DSE in the online form. They will write DSC, DSE, GE, AECC1, AECC2 or SEC. Please note it down. The next one, I want to draw your attention how the curriculum normally works for BA, BSc, BCom, BBA and BCA honors. As you can see in the slide, year semester is given. So in 1 year we will be having 2 semesters. So we will concentrate semester 1 and 2 because during the filling of the form you may encounter only semester 1 and semester 2 the forms. So for 3 and 4, no need to worry about. Once you get into the college, once you get the admission, then you will automatically you will come to know regarding the 3, 4, 5 and 6 semesters criteria and the methodology or the terminology, everything you'll come to know. So let me draw your attention towards the first semester, because now you're going to fill out the form for the first semester. That's what. So for the first honors program, so in honors program you will find the core paper 1, or even I already told you DSE 1 and DSE 2. Likewise, AECC 1 and AECC 2 in second semester. And if you could check, in semester 1 there is GE paper is also there. So if I want to get the subject selection in semester 1, how you need to select? You need to select 2 core paper, 1 generic paper and 1 AECC1. So under AECC1 you have to select EVS. So let me show these terminologies or the form or the setup with the example, which is also called course combination and baskets. So I'm trying to show you for BSc honors programs. And let me remind you regarding the baskets, different colleges will have different basket. Whatever I am showing you, this is as per my college basket I'm showing you. I'm again reminding you all guys, please note it down. Different colleges will have different basket as per their availability of subjects. So now let's try to understand how to choose a subject from a basket during the filling of the form. So if you are taking a BSc honors program, so what you need to have, you need to choose one honors discipline specific core course subject, and from 4 basket any 2 generic elective courses, and you have to choose AECC 1, and sometimes even the options will be enabled for the AECC 2. So let me explain this example, how to choose a subject for first semester. So as you have seen in red, computer science, I'm trying to opt honors for the computer science. After calculation, my marks is up to date. My marks can have the eligibility to apply for computer science honors. So in order to apply, so I have to choose one honor subject. So what I've done, under basket 1, 2, 3, 4, I have chosen computer science from basket 2. So that is also known as a discipline specific course, or we call the honors program. And we have to choose 2 generic paper for semester 1 and semester 2. So that's what, from now I have to choose any generic paper from basket 1, 3 and 4. I have chosen mathematics generic elective 1 for semester 1 and semester 2. Likewise, now the remains is basket 3 and basket 4, where I have chosen physics as generic paper or generic elective, so for semester 3 and 4. Likewise, I have chosen ability enhancement compulsory course for semester 1. I have chosen environmental studies, and ability enhancement, or we call ability enhancement compulsory course yani ki 2 SECC2, I have chosen MIL or Major Indian Language. You can choose any from the bucket. I hope with this you can fill up the form for the honors program. Now let me explain the curriculum scheme for BA programs, or we call the programs. Different programs have the different formats. Likewise, the first one is BA program, the second one are gonna be your the BSc, and third one gonna be your BCom. So let me explain the BA program in very short form or very easy way. In semester 1 we have to select DSC1 per paper 1, and DSC 2 but paper 1. And if you could check in BA program, there is no generic paper in first semester, but you will be having the generic paper at 5th and 6th semester. So in first semester we don't have generic. Instead of that, we have LCC1, that is language core paper, which means you have to study one language along with your core course. But at the same time, you need to have AECC1. So that means AECC1 you have to study. Under this AECC, I have already told you, try to select environmental study. So in this BA program, you will have a 4 paper. One is DSC1 paper 1, DSC2 paper 1, and you will have one LCC, that means language core course, and you will be having AECC1 under the BA program. Likewise, in curriculum for BSc program, you will be having 3 DSC but the paper 1. DSC 1, DSC core 2, or we call discipline specific core 1, discipline specific core 2, discipline specific core 3, but we will be studying the paper 1 for all the course. And again, you see, like we don't have generic paper in BSc program. Instead of that, we have DSC paper, but that comes from 5th and 6th. So if you compare the BSc program, you will be having 4 paper, that is DSC 1, DSC 2, DSC 3, along with AECC 1. That means you will be having 4 paper in semester 1. And in BCom, it's the same thing. You don't have generic paper, but that generic paper you will find in 5th and 6th semester. But in first semester, you need to study DSC1, DSC2, and again the LCC1, that is a one language you have to choose, and AECC1, where again I told you, you have to choose, you can choose environmental study. But with regards to DSC, discipline specific core course, always varies as per the college availability. It is not fixed. So what the college has to offer, check the availability. So as per the college availability, this discipline specific course has been listed in the bucket. Choose wisely. So let me remind you, this is one of the important things that you need to note it down. It's better to write it down or have a screenshot of this, which means I'm going to talk about now the documents which may be required during online UG admission 2020. For this particular session here, for the admission, you may require these documents. So I have categorized all this document in 4 categories: category A, B, C, and D. In A, try to have all those documents in soft copy. Number 1, passport photograph. Try to have. Then you need to have the mark sheet of HS, IAC, CBSE, NOS, or any equivalent, or +2, which one is valid. Along with that, you need to have mark sheet. Along with that, you need to have admit card and the registration certificates. Then third one, or C, you can have. It's better to have, if you fall any under this category, ST, SC, OBC, try to have the caste certificates. Then you need to have the migration certificates. Then for your identity proof, you need to have birth certificate or Aadhaar. If you have both, that's well and good. And the F, you need to have the character or transfer certificate from your school. That is category A. So try to have all this in soft copy, in PDF form or in JPEG form. The B1 is a valid phone number for the registration and OTP during the online process. You may require a valid phone number in order to get the registration done, because you will be receiving lots of messages or the OTPs. So for that, you need to have a valid cell phone number. Third one, you need to have the active email address. And the fourth one, which is very important for the payment process, you need to have either debit card or credit card, or even the net banking will do the purpose or will serve the purpose. So try to have these 4 documents ready before the filling of the form. And have a quick discussions with you all that now from 10th onwards, 10th August 2020 onwards, most of the colleges in the hills, their portals will be opening for the admissions. So in my descriptions, I have already given the proper website taking the consent from the principal or teacher in charge. So better to click on the link of the specific colleges and go to the specific website for the filling of the form, because there are so many fake links circulated. So be careful with that, don't fall in trap. So in my description box, I have already given the websites, the valid website of different colleges of the hills. So please check and go for the online admission process. Thank you. God bless you all. At the same time, if you have any queries, always feel free to write me a mail.